Real quick, I need you to notice something with me, right? Every time fraud gets exposed, the first response isn't denial, right? It's confusion. Are we even allowed to talk about this? They say. That's gaslighting, right? We can agree. But today, it didn't work.
I'm literally running errands and like moving boxes, and I just had to make this video because I'm looking at the gaslighting that's happening from the left-wing legacy media, where they are largely not reporting on this. And then they're sending like New York Times writers out to say the fraud might be happening. And here's some common things that we're hearing. It's right-wing propaganda. This is an attempt by the right. This is about white supremacy. This is racism. I saw a Black American woman. They pushed her out there to say, hey, you know what? Don't worry about the fraud that's going on here with Somalians nationwide. We need to focus on white people. This is white people. Even Governor Walz was asked about the fraud, which, by the way, he's already on record admitting to the fraud. He's now trying to say he was aware of the fraud and he was trying to help. But then you have left-wing media at the same time saying there is no fraud, or there may be fraud, or that it's fake news, that it's propaganda. So which is it? Is Walz apologizing for the failure because of something that never...
Why did they stop the video right there? She was cooking. Like somebody just cut the stove off. But this is important. She's not emotional. She's not screaming. She's not sitting here playing politics. She's doing something actually that the media hates, which is asking a clean question. Was there fraud or was there not? Pretty simple to me, because you can't admit it happened and then turn around and go try to tell people they're crazy for actually noticing it, right? And once people notice that contradiction, let's just say the dam broke. Oh, my fault. I skipped me trying to look in the camera.
All these Somalians do, like, bro, now there's a whole different YouTube video of them going around in Cleveland, Ohio, uncovering fraud. And it's not the first time that I've heard about Cleveland, Ohio, and the Somalians over there and how dangerous they be getting. Because I remember there was like a YouTuber that went to, like, you know, them YouTubers that be going to like people's hoods and shit like that. And I remember they did one for the Somalians, and I was like, what the fuck? A Somalian gang? That's crazy, bro. But what did you expect from people who come from piracy, bro? That's crazy. But it's just like, now at this point, anywhere that there's Somalians, like, I don't know, I automatically just get a little ick now, bro, because now I want to know if the Somalians in my state is doing the same shit. Like, this lady is literally yelling at him, talking about, no, you can't enroll your kid here. But if you get money from the federal government, anybody's able to do that. You're not a private business. So I don't know what she's doing. But bro, I just hope more people are making videos like this so we can actually start seeing, because wow, bro, whenever they were talking about how all these Somalians are on government assistance, I was like, you know what? All right, bro, y'all probably tripping, bro. You feel me? But now coming out and finding out, and people are talking about it, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe, you know, maybe that was onto something, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Send them all back.
This is what happens when regular people connect the dots on their own. No script, no media training you're seeing here, no tank talking points, none of that. Just, wait a minute. Are you telling me this happened here too? Oh, that's crazy too, right? Ooh, y'all know we allergic to the BS. Ooh, excuse me. And notice, the frustration isn't about race. I got, ooh, we're really allergic to the BS today. But like I said, the frustration, it's not about race. It's about taxpayers getting played, actually getting played. That's what the media skips, you know, missing on purpose. But once the outrage started spreading, legacy media had to step in and, let me do the quotes, clarify.
Done enough. I mean, they would say, look, these fraud cases have been going on, but they've already done like 80 indictments. The cases have been going on, for years.
I show up one day in Minnesota and go to all these daycares, no children. They're receiving millions of dollars. We uncovered nearly $110 million in fraud in one day.
How do you know that all the allegations that you're making are true?
How do I know that they're true? Well, we showed you guys what was happening, and then you guys can go ahead and make your own analysis.
We're coming so we can make our own analysis. Are you 100% sure you're true?
Yeah, I am 100% sure I'm true.
CNN is looking into Shirley's claims.
Hi, my name's Whitney Wild. I'm a correspondent for CNN.
We reached out to several of the daycares featured in the now viral video. Only one daycare facility answered and said they are a legitimate business.
Have you seen the videos, purporting that some of these daycares don't have kids inside?
Minnesota Republicans say despite the new focus from the Trump administration, they have been sounding the alarm on fraud for years.
Done enough. I mean, they would say, look, these fraud cases have been going on, but they
this exchange right here is where things started slipping. CNN says there's been 80 indictments. Nick says, cool. Then how did I find 100 million, 110 million in one day? One day. That's not even a rebuttal. That's, an indictment of coverage. And when the answer becomes, well, one daycare answered our email. Just one. People start, they gonna stop trusting you, all right? This brings us to the part that nobody can explain.
It's literally impossible for everybody to agree on the same topic, but how are there people defending the fake daycare situation right now with the Somalis in Minnesota and now Ohio and probably many other places? How are there people actually defending this, defending the daycares? Oh, they're just attacking Somalis. How is not every American on the same page for once and saying this is crazy? These fake daycares are getting millions. People are like, oh, Nick Shirley pulled up, on a permanently closed location. But then people started to show up to the permanently closed location and saying, oh, we've been in operation for weeks. So like what? Bro. Then he goes there and he says to another place and he says, I want to enroll my kid. They say, no, you can't. Bro. Then he said, okay, can I have a business card? No. How are y'all defending these fake daycares getting millions, bro? I really thought that this was going to be the one time that everybody was like together and being like, this is crazy. But I'm seeing many people, one of those guys that's like, let's fact check this or something like that, literally defending the fake daycares. And there's so many different things going on that makes you think that's crazy. Not only the permanently closed location, but him being like, I want to enroll my son. And they're literally like, no, we don't want you to enroll your son. You can't. We don't have a business card. Leave us alone.
This isn't even outrage. This is disbelief. How is anyone defending this? And honestly, that's the question. Permanently closed buildings, no kids, no business cards. You see, and he said no enrollment either. And somehow this is controversial if you say it out loud. Boo-hoo, man. Now, the media tries something else, a debunk.
Talk to a mother dropping off her kids.
I take my kids here, 2 o'clock to 10. Yeah, there's a lot of kids inside.
Talk to a mother dropping off her
Hold on, what did she say? Hold on.
kids.
I take my kids here, 2 o'clock to 10. Yeah, there's a lot of kids inside.
What? Did y'all hear that, Tom? Come on, y'all believe that? Really? I'm not even gonna roast this. I'm just gonna ask one thing. Since when do daycare was run like a night shift at a Waffle House? My God. Like when did that start? That wasn't a debunk. That was an accident right there. And then the biggest excuse collapsed. This is isolated.
We got rain. So as you can see, no one here is answering. It's just past 10 a.m. right now. Hello, looking to get some information about childcare. Okay, so as you can see, I just asked about childcare. Is this childcare for children? It's not? Yeah, I just want to make sure this is Tawakkul House, though. Okay, just wanted to make sure. What's the email address? This is Noreen Childcare here at 2918. Okay, how come I can't receive childcare here? Okay, face covering required. I saw this location on the Department of Children, Youth, and Families. I just saw you go in a moment ago, ma'am. Are you unfamiliar with this address right here, 2918, is listed? I don't know. The kid started to answer honestly, and his dad then became a bit panicked and rushed him inside. Hello? I saw you move the blinds. I'm just looking for some information about childcare, daycare. Looking for information about childcare, please. So the person just moved the blinds over there. There's absolutely someone here. This business is open right now, according to the DCYF website. If you've seen the Nick Shirley story on YouTube about Minnesota, where they've got all those facilities over there and they're listed as, operating 24/7, 365. So I came down here as a journalist to see if that's in fact what's going on. This Seattle Housing Authority location is listed as having, within a 3 square block area, as having 20 facilities operating childcare at them. Okay. And so far, only one of them appears to be legit.
Okay. You have a gun on you? Okay. Well, the issue is that now they're saying that you lifted your shirt in a way to demonstrate that you were armed. You didn't. There was no intention.
No.
Okay. Well, don't lie to me. You were there. There was someone back there. You was someone over here. Did you feel fear for your safety? Like what was going on?
No, I didn't feel fear. I didn't feel fearful for my safety. I was just like, hey guys, what are you doing? I was just trying to ask what was going on.
And so to that end, did you ever move your shirt to reveal that you're armed? You can tell that the community is upset at large. And so if we just walk away from this, then obviously that's going to have, well-documented after effects. So,
again, okay? I have kids sleeping in my room.
So, yeah.
I'm going to DCYF Child Care Center.
Okay?
I'm going. There's licenses for these places. I'm going there to see if you guys have applications for service.
Yeah.
Do you have a right?
Yes, it's a business. You've seen my journalism, so you guys know I'm not a provocateur looking for a fight. I think I probably am gonna just head out of this community right now. I mean, I've got 12 out of 20 places, and out of those places, 11 seem incredibly suspicious. Sure. One seems legitimate. Okay, wow, that's crazy. This is absolutely. What?
I'm gonna wait till I come in my house.
No. You want me to come in front of you?
No. Just go, sir. Have a good night.
That's not like a threat or something, is it?
No, it's okay.
Okay. All right. Have a good day. Whoa. Wow. Intense. Seattle Housing Authority District here in Rainier Valley. Here in southeast Seattle. With as many people showing up as there are, and kind of ugly that was starting to feel, I think I'm gonna probably call it good for today. I mean, that's pretty intense. You've got 2917, 2918, two Aaliyah and Rihan right around the corner. A lot of people getting angry here, and I think we know why. And then Tawakkul, Basha, Ilhan, Bright Family Daycare, Honey Home Daycare, Kayla. There's 12 of them that I've been to now that have indicated that they mostly are not operating above board. So I think what I'm going to have to do now is go and get some public records requests done. So what I'm going to do is head out of the area right now, keep my head on a swivel for sure.
Different state, same pattern. Door slammed, no kids. Police called for questions. That's not racism. That's suspicion. And Americans are done being told not to notice the patterns, which is why the cleanup crew finally showed up.
This is ABC Learning Center in Minneapolis.
They have to learn ABC and numbers.
Director Ahmed Hassan gave WCCO a tour after finding his daycare in the national spotlight.
All right, we've arrived to ABC Learning Center.
In a now viral video, right-wing YouTuber Nick Shirley claims nearly a dozen daycare centers in Minnesota are taking public funds but not providing a service. He says ABC Learning Center is one of them, knocking on the door in mid-December.
I would like to check a child in the daycare.
Hassan says his employee didn't respond because Shirley was in a group of about 8 people, and his staff were concerned about recent ICE activity.
Is this daycare committing fraud?
No, we're not committing fraud.
Hassan showed us security footage from the same day Shirley was here. According to the timestamps in the videos, this woman takes a young child into the center at around 9 a.m. that day, about 3 hours before Shirley arrives at the door closer to the street. Within the hour after Shirley leaves, a woman arrives at the other door with a stroller. A larger family heads inside a few hours later. Tuesday afternoon, WCCO found at least a dozen children at ABC Learning Center, which is licensed with the state. Records show Minnesota officials last visited the daycare in November, noting some corrected and ongoing violations related to day-to-day operations, but no record of fraud.
What did I do? I'm just a typical human being who wants to live and do the right thing. I have kids to feed.
Umi Hassan, the daycare's current owner, believes these latest fraud accusations are political. Both she and Hassan are Somali Americans.
We pay our taxes. We do whatever we can to be a law-abiding citizen. At the same time, when one Somali does something wrong, we all get collective punishment.
With Shirley's video now approaching 2.3 million views on YouTube alone, they say they are getting non-stop phone calls harassing them.
I was looking for a place for my granddaughter.
With many of those calls attached to out-of-state phone numbers.
They normally say, knock, knock, we're gonna come. Yep. You're gonna arrest, something like that.
Hassan says they turned over attendance records to comply with the Department of Homeland Security request. They're now waiting to hear back. CBS News is reviewing records related to the same daycares. All but 2 have active licenses. And Aaron, while the active places have violations related to safety or staff training, there's no recorded evidence.
Wow. And look, nobody's saying every single daycare is fake. That's the straw man. What people are saying is this: you don't freeze federal funding. You don't launch audits. You don't contradict yourself on live TV unless there's something real that's happening, okay? The humiliation wasn't that fraud exists. The humiliation was trying to tell Americans that we're imagining all of this. This is not left versus right anymore. I tell y'all this all the time. This is people versus narratives. And today, the gaslighting failed, which is the word that I want you to use if you made it to the end of this video. Gaslight failed. Drop that in the comments. Want to know who actually watched to the end. Y'all be safe. Go check on a friend today. You can quite literally be saving their life. Peace.